So recently, Ron DeSantis has signed a law where now children K through 12 will be learning AAPI history. Well, a lot of people say, well, he's talking about critical race theory, banning that. He wants to ban certain aspects of black history, talking about stop woke and all these other things that he wants to do attacking black people. But he wants to do AAPI history. Well, there's two Asian ladies that caught on to the real thing that DeSantis is trying to do by using Asians, but let's go roll it.
Y'all, Florida just passed AAPI history education. And if you're like, wait, did I read that headline correctly? Florida, as in Governor DeSantis, signed this into bill. Yeah, exactly. This is why we gotta use our critical thinking. Yeah, the same state that has the Don't Say Gay bill, that banned African American history, that banned critical race theory. Yeah, something's not adding up. But if you go one level deeper, it actually really adds up because white supremacy tactics, they're not creative. An important force in Asian American racialization is the invention of the model minority myth, which was very much based on perpetuating anti-Black oppression. And then on top of that, the theory of Asian American racial triangulation teaches us that Asian Americans are typically used as a racial wedge group to create this triangulated form, this triangle shape, in order to keep the racialized structure stable so that the power can continue to stay in the hands of the people who have traditionally held power. So passing mandatory AAPI history education is compatible with banning Black American history if you think you can use Asians to continue anti-Black oppression. And I will not at all be shocked when Florida Congresspeople and the governor hide behind the passage of this bill as proof to say that they are not racist. So community, let's stay vigilant and critical of these tactics.
I guess I'm getting a lesson in be careful what you wish for, because last week Ron DeSantis signed a bill to mandate the teaching of AAPI history to K through 12 students in the state of Florida. And I hope that Asian Americans who are seeing this can recognize that we are yet again being weaponized against Black people. This is divide and conquer. It will push the model minority myth. And I don't even want to imagine what a Florida developed AAPI history curriculum looks like, because you know it's not going to be the truth.
Now, both of them are spot on. That is exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to use Asians to have Black people fighting against Asians, right? And say, oh, the Asians this, the Asians, and taking our eyes off the white supremacists. They'll try. Listen, the white supremacist is not progressive. They're very remedial. They need other groups of people to be fighting each other all the time. They need Black people and Asians to be fighting. They need Black people and Hispanics to be fighting. They need Black people and Arabs to be fighting. And while we all fighting each other, we're not watching him. And he's harming both communities, but he will use the Asian community and treat them just a little bit better. It's kind of like this, how the white supremacists operate. Let's say prison. So the white supremacist is the warden of the prison. And what he likes to do is Black people, of course, we don't get no extra privileges in the prison. We are doing all the hard work. We just treated the worst in the prison. And when it comes to these other groups, what the white supremacists like to do is, okay, well, Asian community, I'm not gonna let you don't have to work like they have to work. I'm gonna let you get some extra dessert, you know, in the lunch line, and I'm gonna let you, maybe go out of the prison here and there, just some extra privileges to make you feel like you're treated better than the Blacks, right? But at the end of the day, the warden of the prison, which is the white supremacist, is still the warden and they're controlling the whole prison. Everybody's in the prison. It's just some people treated just a little bit better in the prison. They got a little bit more privileges, but you're still in the prison. It's just that simple. And what the white supremacists don't want is for all the prisoners to look at each other and say, wait a minute, we in prison and no. Let's band together and get him. That's what he don't want. So in the prison, he wants the Blacks and the Asians fighting, and the Blacks and Hispanics and the Blacks, and that's what he wants. So he's crafting, doing things to pit people at each other. And the people got to stop falling for those same tricks. The model minority myth, and it is a myth, There's no such thing as a model minority. Oh, what? Because Asian people just not going to say anything, when you're doing wrong? Is that a model minority? Just staying quiet and keeping your head down and letting you be oppressive and toxic and everything else? That's what a model minority is. No, we're not going to be a model, but we're going to call you out. We're going to call out your satanic devilment that you do to people. So no, we definitely not going to be the model. And no Asian person should want to be called a model minority. Or, y'all pretty good. Well, the Asians do this and the Asians do that. Yeah, but what do they do, y'all? Homeland?
I guess I'm getting a lesson in be careful what you wish for, because last week Ron DeSantis signed a bill to mandate the teaching of AAPI history to K through 12 students in the state of Florida. And I hope that Asian Americans who are seeing this can recognize that we are yet again being weaponized against Black people. This is divide and conquer. It will push the model minority myth. And I don't even want to imagine what a Florida developed AAPI history curriculum looks like, because it's not going to be the truth.
Think about it. Hong Kong was a colony of Britain at one point in time. You look at all of what they did in Japan. You look at what they done. Like China was a third world country for a very long time. China just figured out to flip the game. And they say, okay, you're using us to do all your labor. We're gonna copy all your plans and put a Chinese name on it and copy and paste your stuff. And that's what they did. And China came up that way. But every Asian country has dealt with their crap. Philippines have dealt with them. Thailand has dealt with them. Cambodia, Vietnam, all those places. Y'all need to research your history a little bit more. Now you see, most of us have a shared history with the white supremacists that's never been good. That's why I just shake my head at any person that's non-white trying to chum me up to the white supremacists when they done everybody's ancestors wrong. Well, let me know what y'all think about, what these women are talking about. I'm glad they caught it. It'd be good the majority of their community catches that, because I see the game, and they want to pit us against other groups all the time. And unfortunately, some of those groups fall for it, but we got to be a little bit more wiser and forward thinking and not fall for what the white supremacist is doing, so we won't take our eyes off of him.